Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back. This is my review for episode 7 of The Curse. So if you've been watching my reviews of The Curse so far, you'll know that I think this is the most uncomfortable TV show on right now. It is so hard to watch, but also so fun to watch. These awkward interactions really are getting better and better by the episode, and that just continues this episode. I thought this episode was great. Now, we only have, I think, 3 episodes left, episode 8, 9, and 10. This was episode 7, and I really am curious as to where things are going to go after this episode. I mean, we sort of start to see things sort of not fall apart, but sort of issues come to a head with Asher and Whitney's marriage, because Whitney says to Kara, like when she's obviously trying to get her to sign the contract thing, she says, "Oh, there's things I haven't been telling you," which, by the way, their whole friendship is so fake. Like, you can tell Kara, that's her name, right? I hope I'm getting that right. You can tell Kara does not like Whitney at all, and it's so hard and sad to watch Whitney try to pretend to be like best friends with her. And Whitney, I feel like she might think that they're friends, but even though toward the end of that interaction, I sort of started to believe they could have been friends when they were playing basketball and stuff. But we'll get to that. But yeah, so when Whitney and Kara were talking, Whitney was like, "Oh, I'm unhappy in my marriage. You know, I want to be creative and philanthropic." Is that what she said? I think. But he just is so worried about financials. I don't know if that's like a manipulation thing, but I sort of feel like some of that's true, where she really is unhappy in her marriage. And there also is definitely some tension between Asher and Whitney when he comes home and she's on the phone and she just like basically ignores him, and they have that fight. It's like, so clearly something's going to happen. I think they'll probably end up divorcing. I got no clue what's going to happen, honestly. This is such a hard show to predict, because I've been saying this whole time, I think something crazy is going to happen, like really crazy, like out of the box, something's going to happen toward the end of the show. But I'm not seeing that now. I don't know. They're sort of setting up something to happen with the little girl, Nala, being like a psychic or whatever, being like able to make things happen. Like, she made that girl fall. Well, she was trying to tell her to fall when she was on the rope, but that didn't happen. But then she fell later. So I don't know if this is like a paranoia thing or like a manipulative tactic that the show's trying to push on us, be like, make us question, is she like is that the word, clairvoyant, psychic? Is she like supernatural, or is this just all just, you know, in our heads and in their heads, you know? I don't know, it could be a tactic to make us feel like that. But yeah, so I wonder if there's something's going to happen with her. She's going to, become a big part of it. I got no clue. This is, again, it's such a hard show to predict as to what's going to happen, because it's just, yeah, it's so much unpredictable things are happening, and I don't know where this is all going to go. I don't know where it's going to end up. I don't know where these characters are going to end up. I don't know if there's going to be a happy ending, a sad ending, a, fucked up ending. I don't know what's going to happen, but I am excited to find out. But again, so many awkward moments. That we get another scene with Asher like in depth at the comedy class, where he's like trying to be funny and trying to make jokes, and they're just not fucking landing. I mean, they pretty much ask him to leave at one point. It's so bad. Like, that whole scene was awful. Where also the coach, like the comedy coach, was also being very, very uncomfortable when he was trying to push Asher to make those jokes. Also, what kind of like what? Two things I'm very confused about. One, why the fuck would Asher tell his comedy coach that he has a small penis? That's such a weird thing to tell someone. Like, it's such a strange thing to tell anyone, but let alone someone you barely know, like your comedy coach. Like, that's so weird. And also, for that comedy coach to then bring it up in the middle of class in front of everyone, like, that is insane. Is that not insane? It's just, that's really crazy. But yeah, so Asher clearly wanted to die in that situation, and like, that was just so hard to watch. I had such secondhand embarrassment, and the whole class was like, can we just move past him? Can we move on? It's not going to be a joke. And he was trying to push him to make the joke, and then he was trying to make a joke. Asher was trying to make the joke by saying like, oh, I wish I could stretch my banana. He has no charisma at all. You even see him, he recorded his fight with Whitney, and like, he's such a non-person. Like, he's a robot. I'm sure he's a robot. He even recorded his fight with Whitney and took notes on what he could do better. Like, that's some psychotic shit. Like, he is not a person, right? Like, is that a thing people do? Do people record their arguments and then go back and take notes as to what they could have done better? And some of his notes were, agree with her more. Don't be so aggressive. Don't interrupt her. It's just like, yeah, but you don't have to write it down. It's just strange, man. He's a really weird guy. But also, yeah, it got really awkward with Cara and Whitney when Whitney saw that she thought that Native American statue thing at the golf course was funny, and so she literally bought it and brought it to her house, and like in a way to try to be friends with her, make her laugh. But it was just so fucking weird. Like, these are very strange people. I have to say, these two are fucked. Like, I'm sorry to be blunt, but like, they are fucked up. These people are so weird. It's like they don't know how to act. I mean, Whitney's not as bad as Asher, but still, like, who does that? It's just weird. But yeah, their whole interaction was so uncomfortable. She was like, "Oh, can you just sign this release form?" She's like, "I don't know, but you said you would." But you know, it was just really hard to watch. But then they sort of become friends. You know why they became friends? I think because Whitney offered her a $20,000 paying job. That is why Cara is now suddenly being friends with Whitney. That's what I believe, and I'm pretty sure that's obvious. But yeah, I have no clue what's going to happen next episode. It's such an unpredictable show, but that's kind of what I enjoyed about it. Honestly, I'm just enjoying these little awkward moments. Well, not little, these massive awkward moments, because they're so awkward to watch. And by the way, clearly Dougie and Whitney are like teaming up on Asher in a way. Like, it feels purposeful, the way they were laughing about a joke, and then when Asher walks in, they stop laughing and walk away. I'm like, oh, it's nothing. But yeah, so I'm excited to see what comes of that. Clearly, Whitney was like having that interview where she was talking about Asher. So yeah, we'll see what happens. But anyway, that was my review for The Curse episode 7. I really enjoyed it. Let me know your thoughts down below in the comments. Are you enjoying the show? Are you not? Let me know your thoughts. What do you think is going to happen? I'm very curious to know what you guys think. If you haven't already, make sure you like and subscribe. I'd really appreciate it and really help me out. Also, make sure you turn on post notifications if you haven't already. That way you don't miss when I upload. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.